Shared Services is a business unit within BAE Systems. We offer services ranging from real estate through technology, IT and procurement. Finance Services provides a number of financial processing activities within BAE Systems in the UK. The objectives of the finance programme was around taking this capability that existed within the company and looking at how we could use that capability to best effect.
The finance transformation programme started a couple of years ago, where we brought 3 organisations together. And the reason we're doing that is, first of all, to reduce cost to the business in these economic times. Everybody's looking for efficiencies. Secondly, while we're doing that, we need to maintain and improve financial control. The customers really need to be able to trust us with their finance processes. They were compliant with the operational framework and policies in BAE Systems. And finally, we're looking for ways to continually improve the way we deliver these services.
I'm the purchase to pay manager here at the Finance Shared Service in Preston. In there I'm in charge of accounts payable, expenses and the time and attendance and job booking system open options as well. Transformation is vitally important to BAE Systems at the minute. I mean, as it's been seen in the press, it faces a lot of forces, you know, a lot of downsizing and the need to be efficient in all aspects of BAE Systems work is essential, and that means back office financial processing as well. Process management matters in transformation because here we're bringing multiple sites to one location. So we have to ensure that we end up with a single process, a single methodology, and we have to be able to translate the methodologies people are using at the other sites into one single consistent format. Previously, all process documentation was done in Word or Excel. They were very unuser-friendly in order to update, so people just didn't like updating them, so we were forever having to force them to be updated. So culturally there was a problem.
When I first started my new role, one of my tasks was to look at the process documentation around the 3 various locations within Finance Services. I found that we had different formats, different layouts, different names even for the documentation. People were reluctant to get involved with process documentation, and governance just became one of those tasks that nobody really wanted to do.
There were multiple versions of the same document knocking around. Although you had version control, it was very difficult to keep version control. With Nimbus, that issue simply goes away because you have one master user and the version control is set and you just can't get away from it. To bring how-to into BAE Systems has been extremely easy. It's actually been one of the easiest implementation projects I've seen for a while. It seems to be very intuitive. People have picked it up very simply. The transformation went much smoother because we had documented all the processes we need. We could trust it. We'd sorted out any language barriers for when it moved into Preston, and it just made the whole transformation a lot smoother.
I was involved with process mapping with Ed from Nimbus, who was fantastic. Showed us how to use the tool, showed us all the different tricks with it.
The beauty of this system, I think, is the fact that it's very, very straightforward to follow. It's abbreviated, simple wording all the way through that anybody can pick up and understand. And I really like the uniform approach.
Moving to how-to, it meant we had to clear out and wash through all the different terminologies and different language barriers that we had and actually come to a single language that we understood around the processes that we were documenting. It is much simpler to keep up to date with the processes. I mean, fundamentally, they're all up to date now and it's much easier for people to stay on top of it. With the how-to tool as well, you can clearly demonstrate to your customer that you are keeping on top of things and you have the financial controls in place.
The controls are now actually mapped into the finance processes themselves. So all processes are now documented and also all the controls are referenced into them. So that helps us to give assurance to the internal audit, external audit and our customers that we are compliant with the finance policy manual. What we have now is we have a tool that everybody can use really, really easily, and they're updated all the time by the people who are actually using them. And then also you're compliant straight away with any audits that may come along.
What I'm pleased to be able to say is our audit reports have confirmed that the control environment is still very strong at the end of the year.
The process diagram's linked to many things for us, and it actually pulls everything together. So it links to the work instructions, it links to the forms people can print off, it allows you to do storyboards for the customer at the opposite end. So whereas the people in here are looking at how they process an expense claim, it actually shows the customer what they need to do to complete their expense claim. So it really ensures you've got the same process for both the front end user and the back office themselves. So we've documented all the processes, all the work instructions there. We're now putting in the task lists and people actually signing off the tasks within How To. So that's all being documented and kept on top of within the How To tool as well. Task list is one of the basics within this business because it is what we sell to our businesses. It is basically what they have to do at 9 o'clock, 10 o'clock and 11 o'clock throughout the day. And we sell financial services, and that ensures that the service that the customer is paying for is actually being done and is being adhered to.
Previously they had a long A3 sheet that Lee used to go around on a daily basis asking the team whether or not they'd done what they should have done. It was hard to prove that each member of the team had done, whereas now they just go in, tick a box, enter the password, and it's recorded, and we can produce stats to show what's been done and what's not been done.
Service excellence to me means us delivering the customer the service that they want every day, regardless of the adversity we actually face here, in whether it be new members of staff leaving, turnover, so on and so forth. How To provides a framework for that service to stay at a set standard because it has the task lists in it, it has the work instructions, it has the processes. It then links through to the customer themselves as to what process they need to follow in order to access our service. When people go in on How To now, it does have a button where you can suggest improvements. That does mean it gets everyone involved in the process improvement process and allows anyone to pass comment and suggest improvements, whereas before it was very fragmented and it was never done to that level. The three key benefits for How To for me are it's a single repository of all the knowledge of the service I provide that's transparent to all levels, both the staff who work here in the back office and the customer at the front end. That's the number one benefit for me. The second key benefit for me is, bizarrely, as a translation tool. As I said, you wouldn't think that 3-4 locations in the UK all speak a different language. But whilst they all speak English, they all do talk in different terminology. And the third way for me is it is a platform for further change. It does allow us to say, right, well, we've got it all together, we now all talk the same language, right, how are we going to take this forward? The key to success has been the simplicity of the tool.
It's becoming part of everyday life.
Instead of me having to produce a physical task list each week and then check it daily, it's all automated via the How To system.
The speed that you can capture a process in quite a lot of detail.
Everyone is aware of what they are doing, when they are doing it and when they should be doing it.
How To will help people get it right first time.
We can prove we are doing what we say we do.
It's much easier to use. It makes my life a lot easier.
When you look at what's been achieved, we've documented 280 processes, over 300 work instructions, spanning 6 different ERP systems, and it's all been done within a few months. It has been a fantastic piece of work, and the speed that it's been done at has been phenomenal.
The people involved in this programme should be really proud of their achievements. People have really embraced the concept of wanting to provide better service for their customers and wanting to ensure that that service is really under really good financial control and is dealt with in an efficient way as well. And I've been really impressed with the way people have embraced that change.